You know what? I think today we're going to do some learning. That's right, Professor Andrew here to teach you how to naval invade the United Kingdom. To teach you how to naval invade the United Kingdom with less than 40 ships in 2024. This is Professor Clegg, kind of a Peaky Blinders look I got going on here instead of Professor, but you know, is what it is. Now you can also consider this a naval invasion tutorial that you can use anywhere. Less than 50 ships, you must be screaming at me. There's no way. England has like 250 ships. I can never get naval supremacy with England, yada, yada, yada. Don't worry. I've done this literally hundreds of times. Hundreds of times I've naval invaded the United Kingdom with less than 50 ships. So I know this works. Step one, you're gonna acquire that Navy. Now, I didn't say you're gonna have to build the Navy per se. In recent updates, they've made it so that way you can acquire the navies of your conquered enemies in the peace conference. So that's what I recommend doing. Just steal your Navy. Examples of how you could do this, or routes you can take. As Brazil, if you take out Argentina and Chile, you'll have about 50 ships. If you're Sweden, if you take out Norway, Denmark, and Finland, you'll have about 60 ships. So, easily doable before 1940. This leads me into my next step. Planning when and where you're going to be naval invading the United Kingdom. So, best time to invade the United Kingdom is going to be after World War II starts and the United Kingdom becomes decisively engaged with Italy and Germany. Why? Because then they're going to spread their Navy out. They're going to send half their fleet over to the Mediterranean to help take care of the Italians and try and naval invade them. There'll be a slight window after the war starts when Germany tries to get into Norway and the UK sends its Navy everywhere around the English Isles. Don't worry about that. That point only lasts for like maybe a month or two. Now your right limit for time is when United States joins the war. Hey Siri, when did the United States join World War II?
The United States joined World War II in December 1941. After the
Japanese... too easy. So your right limit is going to be when the United States joins the war. You're going to want to finish your naval invasion and conquering of England before then. And for those not aware, that's going to be December 1941. I would plan probably 2 or 3 months before then. So like mid-1941, you need to be done with your naval invasion of the United Kingdom and completely done taking the island. All right, second part of this step is figuring out where you're going to naval invade from. It might be obvious, but don't naval invade across the English Channel. That's where England's going to put all of their ships, every time. At least that's where they should. And they're also going to have mines and planes. Don't do it. Instead, you're going to want to naval invade from the adjacent seas. So either from Spain through the Bay of Biscay from the south, or typically where I like to naval invade from is from Germany, from like the Hamburg, Jutland Peninsula area, naval invading across the North Sea onto the east coast of the United Kingdom. So what does that mean? It means that you need to either own those ports, have control of them, or have deals with the countries that own those ports, either by getting military access or being in their faction. So that's how you're going to set yourself up before starting to actually plan your naval invasion of the United Kingdom. Step 3, actually planning the naval invasion of the United Kingdom. Let me just go over the basics of how you do a naval invasion. So if you're more experienced and have done a naval invasion before, you can skip this part. You're going to select the troops you want to naval invade with. After they're selected, you can only do a maximum of 10 at the start of the game. Later upgrades, you can do like 15 and 20. but 10 at the start of the game, maximum. You're going to select the naval invasion icon, or the naval invasion unit order. After you select the naval invasion order, all of your friendly ports will now be highlighted in white. You're going to left click on the port you want to naval invade from. After you left click, all the places that you can naval invade to, coastlines and ports, will be highlighted. You're gonna right click on where you're gonna want to naval invade to. Can't be all the way across the Atlantic because your ships have to be able to cover you for that entire distance. So, left click, right click on where you want to naval invade to, and then an arrow will appear and you can zoom up on that arrow and see, oh hey, I have this many divisions assigned to the order, or I have no divisions assigned to the order. And if you have no divisions, you need to figure out why that is. Either you don't have naval invasion researched, or you don't have any divisions assigned, you silly goose. Specifically for the United Kingdom, this is what I always tend to do when I'm planning my naval invasions. I have 4 divisions go directly for the port I'm trying to take as my main objective. Typically it's this port right here. On both of the adjacent land tiles of that port, I'm going to be sending 2 divisions. So total we have 8 divisions going for the United Kingdom right now. Those 4 divisions on the adjacent land tiles are going to be surrounding that port to prevent any reinforcements from getting in. After they surround, they're going to attack the port, and you should be able to take the port in that manner. Typically, the United Kingdom they're not going to leave that port open, but they're only going to have 1, maybe 2 guys on that port. Typically, they only have 1. The other 2 guys, I'm going to send them on almost like diversionary amphibious attacks to the north to take that land up there and also suck some British divisions over in that direction as well. When your guys land on the coast, typically the United Kingdom isn't going to have a lot of manpower defending the actual United Kingdom, at least at the start. So you're going to want to be fast so you can hurry up and get all your divisions there before he squashes your amphibious landing site. What that means is you need to have at least, I would say, 50 to 60 divisions on standby in the area you're naval invading from, so that way they can hurry up and jump over and reinforce your guys at the port the minute they take it. Now, how is this going to look execution-wise? Well, steps before you kick off the war with the United Kingdom, build intelligence network. Building an intelligence network is a sort of hidden Easter egg step that a lot of players don't think about, even experienced players. But by building an intelligence network, you increase naval intelligence, and thus you increase your naval supremacy, or you at least lower the threshold for having the right amount of naval supremacy. You're gonna have everything planned beforehand, before you start the war, because otherwise English Navy is gonna destroy your stuff. Also, another step is make sure your ships are set to naval invasion order on the sea tiles you're trying to naval invade through before you declare war. After you declare war in the United Kingdom, you're gonna hit execute on that order. And you're gonna be like, oh, it's not executing, it's not working. You might freak out, but don't worry. Don't freak out. Just leave it executed and wait. That's all you gotta do. It's just wait. And eventually, the United Kingdom AI will move their ships out of that area and the naval invasion will execute. Yeah, it's just that simple. You don't have to overpower the English Navy, you just have to wait till they get distracted. Eventually, and sometimes I miss this, sometimes I totally don't see that it happens, but your naval invasion is going to execute. They're gonna float across the ocean, they might get disrupted by some British submarines that stop them from hitting. But you guys are gonna land, you're gonna surround the port, and you're gonna destroy the guy at the port and take the landing site. The minute you take the landing site, you're gonna send all your divisions to that port. Quickly. And they're gonna be out of supply. Don't worry, just go straight for Liverpool. Take Liverpool from the English. Or you're gonna wanna take any other port other than just the one you have, otherwise your guys are gonna run out of supply. Set your armies to super aggressive and take the English Isles. Now this method is much better than trying to utilize the entire Luftwaffe to naval bomb the entire English Channel. That's what my old method used to be before you could steal the navies of other countries. Now, I hope you liked this video. If you like this video, like, comment, and definitely subscribe. I upload videos every week, so why not? I hope you enjoyed my Peaky Blinders professor get up, and I hope you have a nice day.
Sir, want an apple?
Yeah, thanks.